Welcome viewers, my dear learners. I am Professor Ashish Agrawal and I am your course coordinator for Inventory and Stores Management, and we are going to discuss video 2, in which I have given a title, that is the type of inventory. It is also part of your unit 1 of course block 1. If you just see the figure, there are various types of inventory, just like raw material inventory, inventory of component, inventory of working process inventory, inventory of finished goods, distribution inventory, and then finally MRO, that is maintenance, repair and operating inventory. There are various types of inventory. We can also classify in the different way that we are going to discuss in our today's session, and I hope that today's session will be useful for you or for your learning. If we concentrate on the learning objects, we will be able to know about the inventory, different types of inventory, what are the factors which affects the inventory, and little about inventory control. So let us take up one by one. We will start with the inventory. Inventory refers to all items, goods, merchandise and materials held by a business for selling in the market to earn profit. There is one famous example. If a newspaper vendor uses a vehicle to deliver the newspaper to the customer, so only newspaper will be considered as a inventory. Vehicle will be treated as an asset, or it will comes under the supporting inventory or the supporting asset. Now we will come to the second subtopic, that is the types of inventory. Basically, inventory can be classified into 3 categories. One is manufacturing aspect, service aspect and the control aspect. You have also figure in your unit. We will also show you the same figure. You will see that how we have classified or what are the different types of inventory under these 3 categories. You just see, we have divided in manufacturing, service and control. Under the manufacturing, we have a 5 category: raw material or production inventory, work in process inventory, MRO, that is maintenance, repair and operation inventory, finished good inventory, and the miscellaneous inventory, supporting inventory. Service aspect, just like store stocks, anticipation stock, fluctuation stock and the risk stock. So all these comes under the service. Now we will come to the third category, that is the control aspect. It is a famous ABC classification. There are 3 types: A class, B class, C class. What is A, what is B, what is C, that we will discuss in detail in the coming slides. Now we will discuss one by one. First, we are giving our focus on the manufacturing inventory. Inventory held by a manufacturing concern is mainly of 5 types: production inventory or raw material inventory, item going into final product such as raw material component, sub-assembly, purchased from outside from the production inventory. Second type of manufacturing industry is work in process inventory. Under this, all items in semi-finished form or product at different stages of production are included, and they are termed as work in process inventory. Third category under manufacturing inventory is finished goods inventory. This includes products ready for dispatch to the user or to distributor. These types of inventory, they keep finished goods so that the transporter should not wait. Fourth type of manufacturing inventory is MRO inventory, that is maintenance, repair and operating inventory. This type of inventory supplies like spare parts, consumable which are stored, which do not go directly into the final product, but they are consumed in the production process. So to form this maintenance, repair and operating inventory. The fifth type of inventory, which are termed as a miscellaneous inventory. These are the items other than which we have mentioned under the four categories, just like scrap, obsolete, unsellable product arising from main production, stationery items used in office, and other item by office, factory, sales department, they constitute the miscellaneous inventory. So under manufacturing, we have a production inventory, work in process, finished, MRO and the miscellaneous inventory. Now, service inventory, there are four classes. One is lot size, second is anticipation stock, third is fluctuation stock, and the fourth one is your risk stock. Let us see one by one. Lot size inventory, that means we purchase in lots. This is resorted to obtain the quantity discount. We will try to reduce the transportation and the production cost or the purchase cost. It also minimizes the handling and receiving cost. It would be uneconomical for a textile unit to buy the cotton every day rather than in a bulk during the cotton season. So you just see the example of a textile and then you compare with the lot size inventory. Anticipation stock. This type of inventory are kept to meet the unpredictable changes in demand or unavailability of the raw material. The purchase of potatoes in the potato season for sale of roots and such other preservation product throughout the year is the example of this kind. Basically, anticipation means there are certain uncertainty in the market, so you buy it before there is a variation in price or variation in the supply of the item. That is called the anticipation stock. Third one is the fluctuation stock. Basically, these are carried to ensure ready supplies to the consumer or the customer to face irregular fluctuation in their demand. That is called the fluctuation stock. The last one is the risk stock. These type of items are needed to ensure there is no risk of completing the breakdown of the production. These are items with long lead time for supply, but they are vital and critical for production. So one of the characteristics of such item, they have the long lead time. They are vital and they are critical for the production. That is another important characteristics of such risk stock inventory. Now we will come to the ABC classification, that is the control of inventory or control inventory. Let us see what is ABC. If we go by the meaning, always better, control will be always better. So that is why it is called the ABC, always better control. The concept divides the inventories into three grouping in terms of percentage of number of items and the percentage of total value. We will show you one figure and we will try to explain in the coming figure. A item group constitute 10% of total number, but it covers 70% of total money value for all items. B item group constitute 20% of total item and 20% of total money value. And if you see the C item, it is just opposite to item A. It constitutes 70% of total number of item, but 10% of the total value. So we can classify the items into three categories, that is A, B and C. You just see this figure. This figure I have taken directly from your unit. On the left hand side, you will see A category, number of item is less, but the value is more. C, number of item is more, while the value is less. Same thing has been depicted through your bar chart. This classification, that means ABC classification, provides clear-cut indication for fixing priorities of control of item. How we will control? We have to give more attention to A class item and we have to keep a tight control. Attention to security, because they constitute a major portion of the total value. So we have to concentrate on A class inventory. B class, we can, all items, whether it is A class, B class, C class, all are important, but I only need to say that A class needs more attention. Another important classification is called the VED, that is vital, essential and desirable. It is very similar to ABC, but ABC classification is based on the proportionate value, while VED classification is based on judgment or experience. We will show you one figure and you will see what is the difference between ABC and VED, and we have also tried to combine ABC classification with VED classification to give you a better judgment. You just see on the left side we have a B, C, and on the top we have a VED. The total number A is 10. Out of 10 items, 3 are vital, B are essential and 2 are desirable. Same thing is true with B class, where the percentage is 20 items. Out of 20, 5 are vital, 7 are essential and 8 are desirable. Similarly for C, 10 are vital, 40 are essential and 20 are desirable. So what we have done, out of 100, we have categorized on the basis of judgment and experience in the three categories, that is vital, essential and desirable. That is the combination of ABC and VED classification. Now let me ask you one question. What are the different types of inventory which should be kept by a construction company? This course is basically for construction industry, so that is why I am asking. You can visit any site, construction site, and see what are the different types of stocks which are available and what are the basis on which inventory can be classified. I have given you one example. You may visit any construction site, you may have another type of classification that you should share with me also. We have discussed about ABC and VAT classification. Now you have to describe and you have to recall what is ABC and what is the VAT classification. Now comes what are the factors which affects the inventory. The major problem of inventory control are two. The first question is how much to order and when to order. And these two questions can be answered when we develop a model. Therefore, an inventory model is based on the consideration of main aspect, demand and the cost associated with that particular items. There are certain economic parameters also, just like purchase price or production cost, selling price, procurement cost, carrying or holding cost, shortage or stock out cost, cost of operating the information processing cost, or in other words we can say cost of operating the information processing system. Means all types of IT related cost will come under these types of cost. Now what is the purchase price or the production cost? The cost or the value of item is the money paid to the supplier for the item received or the direct manufacturing cost if it is produced. You have two ways, either you purchase some item or you can produce it. So in both cases, if it is purchased then it is purchase price, if it is produced then it is a production cost. Both are equal or both are similar in nature when we consider the economic or the inventory model. When the market price goes on fluctuating, the planning for inventory is based on the average price or mostly taken as a fixed price. The price factor is a special interest when price discount can be secured or when the large production run may result in the decrease in the production cost. Therefore, the price factor is of topmost interest. Learners, we were discussing about the inventory model and under that we were discussing about the selling price. In some inventory situation, the demand may be affected by the quantity stocked. In such cases, the inventory model is based on a profit maximization criteria which includes the revenue from the selling the commodity. The unit selling price may be constant or may be variable depending upon whether the quantity discount is allowed or not. If quantity discount is allowed, then it may be variable. If it is not allowed, then it will be a constant. Third is the procurement cost. These costs are those which are incurred on the purchase, such as ordering cost, or incurred as a setup cost relating to the initial preparation of production system if it is manufactured. These costs vary directly with each purchase order placed or with the setup made and are usually assumed independent of quantity ordered or produced. You should appreciate that purchase cost or the purchase cost will depend on the number of orders placed in a one cycle or in a 1 year. Procurement costs include cost of administration such as salaries of persons concerned, telephone bills, telephone calls, computer cost or the postage cost. Transportation of items ordered, expedited and follow-up, receiving and inspection of goods, processing payments, these all comes under the procurement cost. This cost is expressed as the cost per order or per setup. So we have discussed about the procurement cost. Another important cost is the carrying or holding cost. The cost associated with the carrying of cost or the stock of items is called the holding or the storage cost or the possession cost. Holding cost include holding cost, maintenance cost, wages of labor involved in the holding, insurance, safety measure, warehouse rent, depreciation, theft, pilferage, obsolescence, interest or money locked up, all these will come under the carrying cost. Considering all the above elements, the storage cost is expressed either as per unit of item held per unit of time or as percentage of average rupees value of inventory held. The size of all these carrying cost usually increases or decreases in proportion to the amount of inventory that is carried. So I am telling you two things. First is what is carrying cost and how it is affected with the number of items which are stored. Another important cost is your shortage cost or stock out cost. Basically, they are also called as the penalty cost and they are incurred as a result of running out of stock when the commodity is needed. One form of this cost is also known as back order on selling side or backlog cost on the manufacturing side, when the unfilled demand can be satisfied at a later date or customer wait till he gets the supply. So there are three names. One is shortage, stock out, and the third one is the backlog cost. In this cost, it is sometimes called as a lost sales cost. When we are saying backlog cost, that means customer is ready to wait. If customer does not wait, then it is called as the lost sales because customer has gone somewhere else for that particular product. Shortage cost include the cost of production stoppage, overtime, idle time payment, expediting, special order at high price, idle machine, loss of goodwill, loss of opportunity to sell or the loss of profitability. You should remember all these things will come under the shortage or the stock out cost. Now, what is the cost of operating the information processing system? As the stock level change, some must update the record either by hand or by computer. If it is hand, then worker or the labor is involved or some official is involved, executive is involved. We have to pay his or her salary. If we are using the computer, then man and machine both are used. Where the inventory levels are not recorded daily, this operating cost is incurred in obtaining accurate physical count of inventory. And you will appreciate if you have a record of inventory, it is very easy or very simple to manage the inventory. Such operating costs are more fixed than the variable cost because they have a fixed man, fixed computer, fixed other environmental cost. Learners, in today's session, we have studied about inventory and its types. Inventory can be of three types: manufacturing inventory, stock inventory, and control inventory. We have also discussed factors affecting the inventory. In the coming session, we will have a detailed discussion on the factors. And another important point which we have discussed is the various cost, just like purchase cost or the production cost, procurement cost, ordering cost, cost of carrying the or holding cost, shortage cost, all these things we have discussed in the today's session. In the coming session, we will discuss about the various types of demand, various types of factors which affects the inventory. Thank you.